into this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
And that one's good, James.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Here's Fry. That's good. And 12 points for LeBron.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
LeBron against Curry. Kicks to Green. From deep three-point range. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. James dishes to Fry. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist from Channing Frye.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Warriors on top, leading by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Take a look at what Curry's done. Inside, outside, it hasn't mattered. He's hitting from all over the floor.
What do we call that, Clark? The zone? That's what he's in right now. Boy, does he have a hot hand.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the point. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got the first points of the second half here for the Warriors. Irving drives in. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Channing Frye. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
LeBron passes to Frye. It's deflected. James kicks to Frye. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. And Frye slams it in.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Now James, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. To tie. Great D that time from Green. And now we've got the intentional fouls.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Over to the wing. Here's Barnes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And so they foul intentionally. Here's Curry. He's got 14.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Feeds to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 6 points for Barnes. It's stolen by Curry. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. He feeds it to Green. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench number.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. LeBron dishes to Fry. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. It's Bogut with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Bogut's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Green. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Barnes passes to Green. Doubled by Smith. It's stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's Fry. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Warriors lead by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And the final period of play just about to start.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Maurice Spates out there with Rush. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Azili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Talking about Channing Frye last year, the 3-point shot still there for the 2nd straight season, Greg. He hit the 2nd most threes among power forwards again, landing in back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Azili. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Steph Curry subbed in for Maurice Spates. Now here's Love. Puts up the baby hook. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry kicks to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And the wide open shot from Green.